Georgia Tech, but let's talk about a freshman playing quarterback for the Yellow Jackets, and what numbers Jeff Sims has posted. He's our hardest star to watch. He's accounted for 16 touchdowns this season for the Yellow Jackets, and when he runs the ball, he glides down the field.
He's smooth as can be. A Florida guy from Jacksonville. Give me a dude. Originally committed to Florida State. The Georgia Tech fans so glad that he's a Jacket. And look at this touch. That's one thing that Dave Patno, his offensive coordinator, really wanted him to work on during that long stretch where they didn't play for about a month, is his touch, his aim, his accuracy. And he's gotten so much better there. And oh, by the way, just like you said, when he tucks it and goes, look out. It's effortless, but he's leaving great defenders in the dust.
James, I have another freshman for you. Jordan Addison wears a Pitt uniform. He is simply the best freshman receiver in all of the country.
Yeah, he's special, and they've had a lot of great ones that have come through. And oh, by the way, a great one throwing the football around. Kenny Pickett has a long football career ahead of him. Addison missed the Virginia Tech game. He's been banged up a little bit, but when he's healthy, just look at that. 57 catches, 652. That not only leads Pitt, but that leads all freshmen, both of those categories, in the nation. And how about this? This, ladies and gentlemen, is a freshman making this catch in Death Valley. What a special receiver. Keep your eye on number 3 here tonight.
And we told you about a couple of freshmen, but what about the seniors involved in our game tonight? For more on that, let's go to the sidelines and Abby LeVar.
Well, guys, it will be interesting to see how both teams handle the added element to tonight's game, and that is emotion. Georgia Tech celebrating the guys that have been the heartbeat of this team for the last 4 years, with senior night, one in particular being linebacker David Curry, who said tonight is bittersweet for him. Curry is actually the only Yellow Jacket who has announced that he will not take advantage of the NCAA granting everyone that extra year of eligibility. But that means there's a lot of guys that have some decisions to make. Speaking of the other side, quarterback Kenny Pickett is a guy who said he's not sure what he wants to do yet. He's going to have some conversations this weekend with his coaches and his dad. So guys, despite how crazy this entire college football season has been, there's a lot of unknowns. These players don't know what the future holds, but what they do know is that they have 60 minutes of football to play tonight, and that is guaranteed. So they're going to play it like it's their last.
That's right, Abby. And one other thing is guaranteed: we will not see for Coach Pat Narduzzi, Rashad Weaver, his senior defensive end, or DeMar Hamlin, his safety, the great safety. Both of them, they're calling it personal reasons, but I'm guessing that that's kind of really that decision that you talked about with Kenny Pickett. That decision has been made there, and that's unfortunate. We had Hamlin marked down as our player to watch now on defense for Pitt. Instead, he's at home watching. So it'll be up to the next man up. That's Eric Hewlett, the sophomore from Cypress, Texas.
Jeff Collins in his second season. James touched upon it. They played October 31st against Notre Dame and lost here at Georgia Tech, and then hosted Duke almost a month later on November 28th and put up 56 points and beat the Blue Devils in that game 56-33. So Georgia Tech wins the toss, elects to defer, so Pitt will receive to start the game. Austin Kent will kick it away. DJ Turner will receive this kickoff. Georgia Tech and Pitt for the 16th time in their history, which dates all the way back to 1918. Tradition-rich Pitt and Georgia Tech. This is Turner. Up to 15 and knocked to the turf. So we'll see that Pitt offense first. That return was 15 yards from Turner. And Kenny Pickett and the Panthers are 5-5 on the season, James. 4-5 in conference play. This will be their last regular season game. And they're 1-3 away from Pittsburgh, and all of those games were conference games. And the numbers for Kenny Pickett, the leader of this offense.
They were without their leader for 2 games. He had the ankle injury and the loss to Miami and Notre Dame. He's as healthy as he's been in a while. They're coming off of this bye week, so some extra rest.
They'll go to the ground right up the middle. Vincent Davis. Look at Vincent Davis. Trying to get away from that Georgia Tech defender right at the 10. And he's escorted out of bounds. Davis goes for 73 yards. First play of the game from scrimmage for the Panthers.
Wow, how about it? The sophomore out of Fort Lauderdale. Great job. Man-to-man up front. Everybody's got a hat on a hat and taking advantage of it. Nice vision by Davis to find that seam, and it's off to the races. This is an offense, Tom, that had 18 total yards rushing last time out against the Clemson Tigers.
Pickett tosses this one out of bounds. Make sure no one could get to that one. A.J. Davis was the closest player for Pitt. Zamari Walton in coverage, number 21. So what a run by Vincent Davis to crack open this game.
I'll say, and if they can do that with a little bit of consistency, they don't have to turn into the Pitt of old, the last few years where they had a strong rushing attack. That's not around this year. They're more of a throwing football team, but if they can get some consistency, it'll help out.
Davis into the pile. Not a lot for Davis. So it'll be third down for Pitt. And they have just entered the CPI Security red zone on this series. Ball at the 9, 3rd and goal.
This has been a banged-up defensive front for Georgia Tech. They've got some healthier bodies here tonight. Big guys back at defensive end especially, but they've got to be disciplined in these rush lanes against a guy like Kenny Pickett.
Third in the conference in red zone offense. Panthers looking for the end zone, and that one comes up short as Pickett's pass bounces in front of Jared Wayne. So that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, and Kennard, it's going to be Kyle Kennard. Watch him there on the right of your screen. Just uses the speed and the hands to get past and got a piece of that. As you saw the ball, Pickett lucky to get that one off. Almost had a forced fumble. But I would call this a victory, even with that big play there to hold them to a field goal try at least, defensively for Georgia Tech.
Alex Kessman with the field goal attempt. And he knocks it through. 20th made field goal in 26 attempts this season for Kessman, set up by the 73-yard run by Davis. Right up the middle, James, and he's gone. Pittsburgh turns it into 3 points as Davis went out at the 10. The city of Atlanta and Bobby Dodd Stadium all lit up on a Thursday night, and our hosts for ACC college football. And thanks to the 73-yard run by Vincent Davis, and Kessman will kick it away.
Including last year here, it was a fast start for this Georgia Tech defense here. 3 turnovers they forced in the first half.
And there will be no return. So now we get our first look at Jeff Sims. Touched upon him at the top of the broadcast. Continues to improve confidence, poise as a freshman in a Georgia Tech uniform. And Coach Collins so excited about what the future holds, and especially tonight's future for Jeff Sims.
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, Jahmyr Gibbs, the other talented freshman, the running back that's been with him so much of the season and so explosive, they don't have him again tonight.
Sims releases, and that one near midfield is picked off. Interception by Hallett. Deflected it in the air and was able to corral it and take it in. First passing attempt from Sims, and Hallett has the INT.
Tom mentioned off the top that Damar Hamlin was out. Stayed home, personal reasons. Here's his backup. How about that first play on defense? Double catch, but that's all right. An INT, it's his second one of the season. And Eric Hallett, a utility guy that can play a lot of spots back there, takes advantage of that errant throw by Jeff Sims. Just finished bragging about him in the open about how accurate he had become. That one not on the same page with his receivers, or just slipped out of his hands. There you see 13 interceptions. A lot of categories, especially getting after that quarterback from a rush category. This team, one of the best in the nation defensively in Pitt.
And now Pickett has to improvise, looking down the field near the 40. And the catch made right near the 40-yard line with a couple of defenders around it, but Jared Wayne makes the catch on the Pickett pass.
Wow, it's so tough. Any defensive back, I mean, the NFL defensive backs, it's hard to ask for them to stay with someone for this long when you got a guy like Pickett extending the play, but that's exactly what he does. Kenny Pickett in here.
So the Panthers right on the doorstep of the red zone once again. Kenny Pickett in their most recent game at Clemson threw for 209 yards. It's a bad snap. Pickett has to go back and retrieve it and then launch it well out of bounds. Addison was the closest guy, but Pickett was just trying to alleviate the pressure.
My goodness. Hey, we promised you off the top 8 crazy nights, the beginning of it anyway, and haven't disappointed down on the field early on. Some errant passes. This is a snap, and Pickett wasn't looking, so the Panthers not on the same page, not only in the passing game, but I mean, these two have hooked up how many times? A million times probably in practice, including 47th start here tonight for Jimmy Morrissey, two-time captain.
Quick release from Pickett near the 15-yard line, near side. And that'll be Wayne again. Wayne is the sophomore from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada.
Nice job by Wayne to put that toe down. Collins doesn't agree. He's trying to help the official out over there, but an excellent job to look it in and get that toe down. Here's your 3rd down and 5.
Ball right at the 16-yard line. Panthers in the red zone, 63%. Got a field goal last time earlier in the game. This is going to be very close to a first down at the 9, and that is Jared Wayne again. And so that should set up 1st and goal.
3 catches now from number 5, and doing a great job of breaking that route off right at those sticks. Defensively, you got to know where are we on the field? Where are they trying to get to? And anticipate those routes. Here's a fresh set of downs now.
This is Pickett up the middle, diving inside the 5-yard line. Here are the 2 or 3 for Kenny Pickett. Quez Jackson had to make the stop.
As you see, that ankle a lot better for Kenny Pickett. Hungry down near the goal line, getting it close, knocking on the door. And earlier this season, when he was back and the ankle was still banged up a little bit, Tom, this is where they bring in Nick Patty and taking advantage of it. But what were they calling him? A touchdown vulture, I think, at FSU. He'd come in 2 or 3 times, and with this situation, just run it right in behind the big offensive line.
A.J. Davis is the back. Diving ahead, may have salvaged some positive yardage from that carry.
Well, and trying to let A.J. Davis be the touchdown vulture, perhaps, right here. Georgia Tech stiffening, though, and here's a 3rd down and goal. And a big one. Yellow Jacket defense that's already had to stiffen down here after the opening play of the game offensively for Pitt, 73 yards. They forced a field goal. We'll see if they can do it again right here on 3rd down and goal.
Pickett looking right near the goal line, but driven out of bounds near the 2-yard line. DJ Turner had the catch, ridden out by Jackson. And now it's 4th down.
A nice job by this defense to recognize and rally and tackle high. At the goal line, you have to hit them up high. There's Quez Jackson. You hit them low, they can fall forward into that end zone. Here's a 4th down and goal. Narduzzi's got to get that visor tightened up a little bit for this big play.
Get the shield on straight. Here we go. 4th and goal from about the 2. Pickett still has the football, trying to create. Stops before going out of bounds. Back of the end zone, knocked around, and it's incomplete on 4th and goal. Wayne might have had a chance in the back of the end zone, but Georgia Tech knocks it to the turf. Zamari Walton.
Well, it's a little bit different for the quarterback when you're buying time like Pickett. We saw him earlier in the middle of the field. It worked this time. There's not a lot of real estate back there in the paint. Another stand for this Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket defense.
Time for tonight's Impact Players, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer with Georgia Tech on offense.
That's right, and it's up to J.P. Mason. Jordan Mason, the sophomore out of Tennessee, is now in charge with Jahmyr Gibbs gone, and Patrick Jones, the senior defensive end, big-time sack machine, 22 career sacks.
Running out of their own end zone with Jordan Mason. And so we're approaching just 8 minutes to go in our first quarter, James. That's the second play of the game, run from scrimmage by the Georgia Tech offense.
Yeah, first play didn't work the way Jeff Sims and Dave Patnoe, his offensive coordinator, drew it up. That's for sure, the interception.
Pass is caught out on the edge. P.J. Harris did well to haul that one in. He's got first down yardage.
I'll say, Tom, that's a way to help your freshman quarterback out. I mean, like, stick him on that hand. Just reaches out and plucks it. Watch this catch. Excellent job to look it in. A chance to turn it up. Get a few yards off of it.
They got 13 on that play. Sims has to evacuate and throw on a run. Flag came out. Pass was complete at the 27 to Camp. There was a flag almost right where Sims released it near the sideline.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense number 36. 15-yard penalty added to the end of the play. First down.
One for you, one for me. Look, here comes the blitz, the pressure. How is Sims going to react? That's the big question coming into this one. Nice poise on the run and slings it in there and takes the hit up high to boot. Coming in late and high is Chase Pine, the senior middle linebacker. And so they'll tack on 15. But that's going to be the big question tonight. When they bring six and drop 5 into a zone coverage behind. They're coming from all over. How's a freshman?
Pressure on Sims. He had to get rid of it quickly. And that pass is incomplete. Cansey right up in the grill of the freshman Jeff Sims from Jacksonville, Florida.
Elijah Cansey out of Miami Northwestern. One of the Bulls wore the same colors in high school. Watch him right here up the middle and shoot. No resistance really. It looks like they're trying to set up a screen, but man, that's an easy point A to point B right to the quarterback and right in his face.
Sims had 93 yards rushing on 17 tries a week ago at NC State. This time it's Mason. Right on the stop. So there was no gain. 3rd and 10 for Georgia Tech. Told you about the long layoff, James, for Georgia Tech. 3rd game in 13 days tonight. This one originally scheduled for November 14th.
See how many they bring right here, Tom. 6 have walked up, 2 will drop back.
Sims had a little bit of time. Air under it. Inside the 10 and caught down near the goal line. Jalen Camp made the catch on the run for 46 yards from Sims.
Wow, how about it? There's that touch we were talking about. Camp working on the safety there. Brandon Hill, ball's just waiting on him, runs right underneath it. And what you don't see back at the line of scrimmage, Jeff Sims in the backfield is getting hit with that blitz as he releases.
Wants to throw it back corner of the end zone. Incomplete. And it's a clean play back there looking for Malachi Carter. A.J. Woods was there for Pitt.
Good job by Woods there in phase, and there's another look at it. There you see that knee does hit. Wow, it's great concentration by Jalen Camp, the senior out of Cumming, Georgia. And that's a good call to stop it short of that goal line as you take a look at the replay.
Knocking on the door. Sims under center. They go up the middle, and that's a Pitt roadblock. Jordan Mason. Cam Bright in the middle of that stop by the Pitt D. Georgia Tech in the red zone this season is your touchdown percentage, but overall 67%. That's tied for 14th near the bottom of the conference. And the 15 TDs. Here's 3rd and goal from the 2 against the best red zone D in the ACC, trying to power it towards the goal line. Maybe to the 1 for Jordan Mason. Looks like we have almost the identical situation present itself, James, at the other end of the field this time.
Yeah, absolutely. But Pitt has a field goal kicker. It's been an adventure, and not a nice, fun adventure for Jeff Collins when it comes to kicking field goals this year. Way too many blocks and misses from his field goal kicker. Opted against NC State to go for it on 4th down. Didn't come up last week, but ended up going 2 for 2. Here they're going to go for it on a 4th down and goal. Give Sims a chance with his legs as well.
Sims puts the shoulder pass down, and he's in the end zone. Cutting back towards the end zone, it's Sims for the score for Georgia Tech.
The game is slowing down for him a little bit, not just in the passing game, but situations like this. How about the vision? And how about the presence of mind? Just smooth, stopping on a dime, cutting it back across the grain. These guys charging hard, overrunning the freshman quarterback, and just enough to cross that plane. First touchdown of the night goes to the Jackets.
They had been 0 for their last 7 in 4th down situations, and now Sims with his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. Extra point tacked on, 7-3.
He's got braces, just fresh out of high school. You wouldn't hit a guy with braces, would you? Jeff Collins is fired up. His Jackets on top, 7-3.
The Jackets find the end zone on 4th and goal, just out of 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Jeff Sims run from a yard away.
Let's get it down to Abby Labar.
Well, guys, it's a lively Thursday night crowd, to say the least here. Jeff Collins and his team feeding off of that tonight. I just witnessed Jeff Collins running up and down the sideline. He was stopping in every single huddle. He wanted to make sure his team knew, guys, that was a 99-yard drive. A 99-yard drive.
I'm surprised he didn't bust out his push-ups again. He's been known to do push-ups on the sidelines.
Energy and excitement on those Georgia Tech sidelines. About 11,000 fans allowed in tonight to Bobby Dodd Stadium, the oldest on-campus facility of the football bowls division. There's DJ Turner on the return for Pitt. Turner bounces outside, past the 35 and near the 40. DJ Turner, the 37-yard return for the Panthers, and excellent field position. Pitt has the football. Vincent Davis. Told you about that TD Davis had last year for the Panthers, winning 2010 here at Bobby Dodd Stadium. It was the Pitt defense that made a statement, allowing just 194 yards to Georgia Tech in that victory. 2nd in a row and 4th in the last 5 meetings. Pickett unloads it to the sideline. DJ Turner will make the catch and move the chains. 42-yard line of Georgia Tech, and that's his 3rd catch.
Well, right over Wes Jackson, who needed to be out underneath that throw and sitting it down right in that window in that zone. DJ Turner doing a good job being on the same page with Kenny Pickett as this first quarter comes to an end.
So the Panthers got a field goal from Alex Kessman, and Jeff Sims took the Ramblin' Wreck into the end zone from a yard away. 1 quarter complete from Bobby Dodd Stadium, and the Yellow Jackets lead the Panthers. Look at those 4th down conversions, both 4th and goal. Pitt missed theirs, but Jeff Sims took it in from about a yard away to convert on 4th and goal. And the touchdown for the Jackets, 6th rushing touchdown of the season for Jeff Sims, the freshman quarterback.
Pitt couldn't put their peanut butter in Georgia Tech's chocolate, but they could put their chocolate in Pitt's peanut butter.
Ooh, that's old school, James.
Way back with Reese's.
How about Pickett? Looking for a sweet pass over the middle, and it's picked off. Intercepted, Quez Jackson.
Did he lose it? He lost it again. I think Pitt's got the ball.
They think they do. The coach is right behind the fray, and the indication is that Pitt has it at the 25-yard line. So Jackson had the INT as this ball was bouncing around.
Well, there's Addison, the freshman, too. Right there in his chest. Ricochets off of him, and oh my goodness, it looks like he was going to pitch it when he got into trouble.
And then Quiz Jackson came up with his second interception of the season, but fumbled it. A.J. Davis knocked it away and then covered it. So Pitt has the football back from the 25 of Georgia Tech. Pickett, supportive pocket. Near the pylon and incomplete. Trey Tipton, the intended target. Jamari Walton back with Tipton. So second down from the 16 for the Panthers.
Nice job in the coverage by the secondary Georgia Tech. And pressure was coming. Pickett just throws it away to live another down. Pitt needs to score a touchdown here. They don't need to run in the same trouble that Georgia Tech had last week against NC State in the red zone.
Second and 15. A.J. Davis trying to weave his way inside the 10. Maybe to the 7-yard line for A.J. Davis. Trey Swilling on the stop. 3rd and 6. Crossing the 12-minute threshold of the second quarter and trailing 7-3. Just 1 for 5 on 3rd down in the game for Pitt. Pickett looking left all the way, and that one is incomplete and bobbled by Davis.
Too many drops here late in the season for the Pitt, and Davis, A.J. Davis, the senior, just looking at that end zone, trying to get going north and south before he secures that football. And it's in and out of the hands. And here comes the, from 50 yards plus, when it comes to accuracy, the best there's ever been in the NCAA.
This one just 25 yards away for Kessman, and it's no issue. So he's now 2 for 2 when it's a 1-point game. The emotion in the building tonight. Senior night for the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. Those players and their head coach, Jeff Collins, trying to channel that energy and leading Pitt by 1 in the second quarter. The bright lights of Atlanta, Georgia, and the spotlight of Thursday night in the ACC. Georgia Tech leading Pitt 7-6. 2 field goals for the Panthers from Alex Kessman, who continues to improve on his school record for made field goals. He's now up to 67 made field goals, 2 for 2 on the night for Kessman, and he'll kick it away. Wanye Thomas, the deep man for Georgia Tech. Into the end zone, no return. 11:42 to go in the second quarter. Tripping down near the 40. On the rush there for Dante Smith, who joins the fray in that running backfield for Georgia Tech.
Danielson over there. It all starts, though, with the linebacker, the money backer, Phil Campbell, getting up there and setting that edge, turning him back inside, and nowhere to go with those big bodies coming.
Lost one on first down. Sims throws it deep, just beyond the reach of his receiver out there, Adonicus Sanders. Hallett back there, James, defensively.
Well, Hallett, who has the interception already. Nice job right there in phase, forcing it to be a perfectly thrown football for it to be complete. A little bit too strong. And the sophomore doing a good job stepping in for DeMar Hamlin. Has meant so much to this defense back at the safety spot. So here's a 3rd down and 10. And here comes the blitz.
1 for 3 on 3rd down. Sims cannot get away as the integrity of that pocket is compromised, and Pitt has a sack.
Yeah, Randy Bates' defense leading the nation in sacks coming in. They had 43, and this is why. The discipline. It's not everybody out there freelancing. It's guys knowing, hey, I may not get to them, but I'm going to stay right here. I'm not going to freelance and go try to pad my stats. Everybody's in their rush lanes, and that allows somebody to break free. Absolutely nowhere to go for Jeff Sims. Great job as they keep tacking on to that sacks total.
Panthers average just over 4 sacks per game, best in the conference and 3rd in the nation. This is DJ Turner, late signal for the fair catch, backtracking near the 8-yard line. That punt 59 yards from Presley Harvin III. And the roller coaster of 2020 continues. Low scoring so far. First half, Georgia Tech and Pitt. Pickett from his own end zone. Fires back to the 30 and caught. And up to the 40-yard line. Jared Wayne as Pickett bought some time. Wayne broke free, and they combine.
Well, it's been the Jared Wayne show here tonight. Nice job protecting for Pickett. Still going to buy a little bit on the roll. Enough time for Wayne to come across the middle. And the big man tucking it and going for a few more. So nice job to start this drive.
33 yards on that play. Down the sideline. It's caught. Down that sideline for the Panthers. DJ Turner to the end zone. Back-to-back long pass plays, and this one goes for 6.
Well, Tom, Tobias Oliver, the corner, is in coverage here, number 8. And the space in between these two bodies, it's a killer. Just too much space and a misjudgment as he goes up for that football. Thought he'd go up and at least get a hand on it, trying for the interception.
Third TD reception of the season for Turner. And 13th TD pass for Pickett.
All right, DJ Turner. Hey, Mr. DJ, would you please play Can I Kick It by A Tribe Called Quest, but do the Kenny Pickett version. Kenny Pickett, yes you can. Kenny Pickett, yes he can. 13-7 Pitt.
13-7 after the Pickett TD pass. He went 2 for 2 on that fast drive, 93 yards and a score to Turner. No return from Georgia Tech and Wanye Thomas. Miles Griffin has come into the game for Georgia Tech. He'll get the carry, 28-yard line. Quite a wave of talented backs for this Georgia Tech team, James.
Yeah, absolutely. But the most talented by far, and nothing against the other two. Jahmyr Gibbs out with the hurt hamstring that he injured on a big play against Duke. True freshman.
Sims moving right and throwing beyond the 40, incomplete. Sims connecting on the pass play to Harris.
On the roll here, had a little protection up front just to be sure. This one a little easier catch for P.J. Harris, who had an outstanding catch with one hand earlier. First play of that touchdown drive. This one's right on the money up near midfield to move the chains.
Run game. Griffin trying to do the legwork. Got denied by the front part of that Pitt defense. Strong in the statistics as far as that Pitt D is concerned, James. Best against the rush. 3rd in total D. 4th in scoring D. And number 1 in red zone as well. Look at those numbers.
Yeah, not just tops in the conference, but tops in the land.
Yeah, the picks too. Sims sliding down at the 40. So Vassier Dennis making the stop on Sims.
Yeah, he was a little bit worried he was going to get flagged there. As you take a look at those numbers, one more chance at it. We told you about the sacks there for Randy Bates' defense. In total D, in top 30 total defense, 3rd in the ACC. Good against the run and picking the ball off as well. That's what happens when you put that pressure on the quarterback.
Sims got by one man. Now a floater up for grabs. It's well out of bounds. And right after the incomplete pass, which Brandon Hill caught, but way out of bounds, the lights have dimmed considerably, and some of the banks are completely out. Not that one.
There we go. That was quick.
Nice.
Yeah. No delay. Good.
James, I don't know if it's just us, but the last time we were here and you referenced it, they do this flickering light celebration after the touchdowns.
Yeah.
And they did it in the Duke game one time, and the lights kind of came up halfway.
Oh, and
so we had to wait for 15 minutes.
Yep.
We only had to wait 15 seconds this time.
Right. There you go. And when the lights are on and the Jackets are at home, they're winning 3-0 under Collins, but they've won 5 straight. Here's Harvin again.
The lights almost went out in Georgia. Down near the 5, and it'll be down 2-yard line. Maybe the 3. Either way, inside the 5, 38 yards on the punt. Presley Harvin the third. The lights are on, and Bates is home. Pitt ahead of Georgia Tech. James, that's actual speed. We didn't speed up that video at all.
No,
that's our director, Lonnie Dale, taking a curve there.
I know that's not the case. Sometimes it gets down to a crawl here around Midtown.
6:24 to go in our second quarter for Coach Collins. Pitt will run it. Vincent Davis. Again, that previous punt by Harvin was down at the 3-yard line, so Davis on the carry. The last time Pitt had the ball, Nick Patty watched his teammate and fellow quarterback Kenny Pickett throw 2 passes for 93 yards and a score.
Let's see if they have fun on defense here.
This is Pickett dancing in the end zone, throwing up the sideline, and incomplete. Incomplete for Jared Wayne.
Well, Wayne looks banged up, and he's had a big night so far. Yeah, and that's a good call and a good job by the defensive back there to get in the mix. Keenan Johnson, a redshirt freshman from Mineola, Florida. Hopefully Jared Wayne's okay as they take a look at him. Here's a 3rd down and 10 now. And looking like they're walking up and blitzing.
1 for 6 on 3rd down, and this rush is going to be good enough for a first down and much more. Vincent Davis wrestled out of bounds.
Vincent Davis carries the football.
But Davis breaking through the line for the run of 32 yards.
Wow, 3rd down and 9 at their own goal line, just chomping at the bit. What a punch to the gut. Andrew Thacker, defensive coordinator's just got to be sick right here. They had him. If nothing else, a 4th down and 1, they're still going to punt it away, but running through 1, 2, 3, 4 tackles, and Vincent Davis, man, on a mission here tonight. Started this game with the big 74-yard run, but that one pretty big as well.
6 carries, 117 yards in the game for Davis. Pickett directing some traffic, breaks a tackle, and then goes up the sideline, out of bounds shy of the 40. So Pickett ran into Brooks. He couldn't hang on to him.
Yeah, he's not a blazer. He's not a guy like you talk about Jeff Sims out in the open field. But, man, he's crafty and he's athletic enough to make guys miss, extend plays. Here it looks like he's going to be dropped for about a 4-yard loss. Instead, he turns it into a 3-yard gain. That's what the senior just continues to do, trying to scrap and win football games.
Spinning Vincent Davis. 2nd and 7. Not quite to the 40 for Davis. Davis has already gone over 100 yards rushing. First play from scrimmage went 74 yards for him, and now 3rd and 6 for the Panthers, leading 13-7. .117 first half. 2 for 7 on 3rd down for Pitt. Pickett inside the 45 and caught. Taysir Mack. First down, Panthers.
Wow. First catch of the night for Taysir Mack. The transfer from Indiana is a big one. Look at that throw and catch. And Tariq Carpenter draped all over him. Tries to knock it away, but the needle was already threaded.
1st and 10. Back to pass. Pickett stumbles. The ball bounces out of bounds as Pickett was trying to run with it. Came out of some clutter in that pocket. Owens and Curry trying to force the issue on Pickett.
Well, too many times, too. They're getting to him. They've just got to finish. They've got to drop him. The pressure gets there. And look at the effort. And a good job by Pickett. Pickett, I think he's trying to just sling it and hope a receiver's in the area, an incomplete pass, and that's what Pat Narduzzi's arguing. That was an incomplete pass. He got rid of it as he was going down. That's a heads-up ball play.
Second and 10. They still have it marked at the 16-yard line. After Pickett tossed it out of bounds. Now he'll toss this one down near the goal line. And it's incomplete. He was looking for DJ Turner. Zamari Walton back there.
Yeah, a nice job by Walton. He was walled off, just doing everything he could to reach over that shoulder and strip it away. Good pass breakup and a good job not to interfere there. Had a few pass interference penalties costly last week. Here's a 3rd down and 10 now.
3 for 8 in the game, but 2 for 2 on 3rd down in the drive. Here's Pickett out of the pocket. Inside the 15. Needed to get to the 6 for the first down. And so well short of that line. Kyle Kennard on the stop. 4th down. Pitt.
Jackets only bring 3 there again. He got a little bit of pressure, but when Pickett came squirting out of that pocket, the 2 backers, Curry and company, waiting on him. Just keeping that ball in front of him this time and forcing the field goal try.
From 30 yards away from Kessman, who's made 8 in a row, including 2 in this game. Kessman lays into this one, and he is now 3 for 3. Knocking it through from 30 yards away. He's now made 16 of his last 17 field goals. Coach Narduzzi's team to the locker room, but with the lead, 16-7. Had some interceptions, some fumble recoveries. Kenny Pickett throwing on the run. Long TD passes, long runs. Adds up to 16-7. Halftime straight ahead from Bobby Dodd Stadium.
Welcome back to Bobby Dodd Stadium. The score 16-7. The Panthers are up as we head into the second half moments ago. I had a chance to chat with Jeff Collins about how his team has been playing. His true freshman quarterback with a true test today against one of the best Pittsburgh defenses in the country. And he said he thinks Jeff has handled that really well. He wants to see more from his team as far as them playing together and stepping up to make those plays. Togetherness was the key word that I heard from him, guys.
Abby, thank you. Coach Collins, his team could only muster 128 total yards, but still a very close ball game, 16-7. They had the early lead, and then Pittsburgh came back to take that lead. Sims with the touchdown run. Kessman, 3 field goals, 25, 27, and 30 yards, James, in the first half.
And I'm sure that he'd like to see his defense turn that football over a little bit here in the second half. Pitt flipping the script. A year ago right here, Pitt came to town and Georgia Tech forced 3 Pitt turnovers in the first half. That was the other way around with the interceptions. It was 3 turnovers that Pitt forced in the first half, and they're leading the show right now, but Georgia Tech will get first crack.
Pitt won in early November last year against the Yellow Jackets 20-10. So the return from Georgia Tech and Thomas. That ball is on the turf. Thomas trying to cover. It looked like he was able to do so. Back inside the 10-yard line. That is a nervous moment. But able to fall on it. Jordan Mason on the carry. 27 in white. Old gold and blue. 99 yards in their last game at NC State. A loss for Georgia Tech, but that run goes for a first down. Couple of picks by Pitt in the first half. Hallett and Pinnock, as James mentioned, with those interceptions. This is Mason again.
Tackle made by Patrick Jones.
Well, Jordan Mason, he's he shared some time this season with Jahmyr Gibbs. He's missed some time as well, but he's such a great leader, such a hard worker and hard runner for this football team.
So Mason takes it just beyond the 25. Last win in the series, James, for Georgia Tech. You got to go back to late September of 2017. It was here at Bobby Dodd Stadium in a 35-17 win. Georgia Tech rolled up 436 yards of rushing offense. They've got 28 so far tonight.
I bet you they had about 2 yards passing there in that game.
Here's a pass. Incomplete near midfield. Sims trying to connect with Malachi Carter. Brandon Hill back defensively for Pitt.
Boy, Sims does his job. There's the blitz. It's picked up. Nice pocket for Sims to stand up and throw the ball. And then on the back shoulder, but still, that ball's got to be caught. Malachi Carter catches that football most of the time, but not this time around. So a 3 and out and a quick punt for a guy who can boom it in Presley Harvin.
Punt from Harvin. That takes a Yellow Jacket bounce and rolls close to the 20-yard line. 54 yards on the punt from Presley Harvin III. James, what do you have at the Varsity here in Atlanta? Could go for a snack right about now on a Thursday night in the ACC. Great to have you with us here in Atlanta, Georgia. And the Pitt Panthers with the football. And what they've done on the 8 possessions, the 3 field goals from Kessman. The TD was a 60-yard pass play thrown by Kenny Pickett. And he was able to connect with DJ Turner, to the delight of offensive coordinator Mark Whipple for Pitt. 1st and 10, just beyond the 20. Vincent Davis is the back. Pads popping on the Davis run.
Getting low and going. Vincent Davis. I mean, I'll take that all day long on 1st down. A nice chunk of change. 6-yard gain. Good situation to be in after a 1st down play.
Pickett has to run. Chugging his way toward the sideline. He reached that football forward at the very end and almost got to the 30. Jamin Brooks angled Pickett out of bounds. And towards that Georgia Tech sideline, we've got 3rd down for the Panthers. They are 4 of 11 on 3rd down. Ball at about the 29.5 in the 15th all-time meeting between Pitt and Georgia Tech. They're going to run it. They're going to get it. Left side. Big hole down the sideline. Vincent Davis onto the Georgia Tech side of the 50 at the 49, 21 yards on the scamper by Davis.
This is going to start with the big left guard, the senior from Akron, Ohio, 71. Bryce Hargrove just washing down that right side of the defense for Georgia Tech. Excellent job. Look at him getting the big turn on Jamin Brooks. That's 310 pounds that he just stands right up. And a good job on the outside as well. Nice conversion there. Physical football for Pitt.
Wants to throw again. He's got some space. Pickett sliding safely into second base. Let's see where they mark him. Probably the 26 or 7, but that's a 1st down for the run by Pickett of 11 yards.
That must have been fun for Pickett. He came up smiles like a slip and slide. He could slip about 10 yards. Slid past second base. Nice job, though. Heady play. Secondary with their backs turned. Let me go get this right now. Move the chains. It's 1st and 10.
Pickett looks again. Fires to the right. Dancing around near the 20 and shoved out of bounds, and that's DJ Turner. Zamari Walton. The rude greeting for Turner. 8 yards on the play.
Back into that red zone here for the 5th time tonight. And looking for a different result this time. 3 for 4 on our field goals so far.
Now the one miss was on 4th and goal. Through the line. This is Davis again. Just keeps on running. Davis down to about the 6 or 7. Determined running from number 22.
Man, from the first play on, from the giddy up, that 74-yard run to start this game, he's been extra impressive when he's been banging. Nobody touched him on that 74-yard run till the very end, but he's been very powerful and quick.
So they're going to run it. Vincent Davis is in the middle of that pile. He might have got a yard. Remember, they spotted the ball at the 1.5-yard line. So they gave him a half yard on the run by Davis.
Well, David Curry and the big men in front of him, they've been stingy down here. They've already had one goal line stand. Pretty special if they can figure out a way to do it again, but it's just 1 yard is all they need behind this big offensive line for Pitt.
Robust numbers for Davis. Pickett trying to run it in on the sneak, and he is in for the score. Kenny Pickett takes it in from about a yard away. And so after getting to the red zone 4 times with 3 field goals, Pickett takes it in with the rushing TD, and he leads the team now 8 rushing TDs to match his jersey number for Pickett.
One more look at it, and a good job by that left side of the offensive line. That's Gonzalez, who did a really good job when they had some injuries up there. Earned a chance for a lot more playing time with that left tackle spot. Bryce Hargrove has been big over there. Of course, Jimmy Morrissey, the center, spent a lot in the middle.
So that's now 26 of the last 27 red zone opportunities converted for points for the Panthers, and this time it's Pickett 1 yard away. 23-7. Panthers on the road. So Kenny Pickett runs it in from short yardage. Pickett now part of an offense continuing to roll up the numbers. And the 23-7 lead. But how about the night from Vincent Davis? A career night in rushing. They've got 190 yards rushing as a team. Sims pass complete over 45. That's Sanders.
You see that? You see the coaching staff over there on the Pitt sideline just motioning, go after that football, strip it away, strip it away. They want more. They're hungry. It's fun, and it's contagious when you got a defense. It's having fun hunting and forcing those turnovers and making it happen.
Sims is pressured, escaping. Pass near midfield, complete to Mason, and he gets upended. And the Panthers celebrate that defensive play. Eric Hallett, who's got an interception in this game.
This is a nice job by the freshman, not only to avoid, but to be able to sling it out there in a hurry and get it to J.P. Mason. And lands awkwardly, but the sophomore is okay. There's a big 3rd and 2 now for the offense.
2 of 8 on 3rd down. They'll go up the middle. They will get it inside the 45 for Jordan Mason.
Well, they needed that in a big way on 3rd and short. The big guys, look at him powering up front. And tackles made by David Green, but the damage is done and the chains will move.
Yeah, he missed 4 games with a foot injury, coming back strong. This rush stopped cold. That was Mason.
Boy, and tackles for loss, leading the nation coming in at almost 11 a game. And there you see the rush defense. I mean, so many categories. Randy Bake's defense, one of the best in the land, and sending him backwards again.
Only allowed 49 yards rushing, and this pass appeared to be a miscommunication between quarterback and receiver. Jalen Camp was the closest Yellow Jacket receiver. Pinnock defensively.
Well, and I like the play call because they've had success over there. They've gone over there, and to hang there with Jalen Camp, Pinnock's got to give it all he has. So why not motor it down and bring it back a little back shoulder throw is what Jalen Camp was thinking anyway. But Jeff Sims had it sailing like those other couple throws when he targeted Jalen Camp. So not sure who was on the wrong page, but they weren't on the right page, that's for sure. Here's your 3rd and 13.
So they converted 2 third downs on the drive, but this is 3rd and 13 to the 20. If they mark it at the 20, it should be enough. They're going to mark it at the 21, which is right at the line to gain Jalen Camp.
Sims right now is looking down the barrel of this Pitt defense, and look at that bullet that he throws in there. It's an impressive throw because he knows he's going to take a shot. He's got 6 guys blitzing, but he still releases it. Here they're coming again.
Sims the recognition over the middle to the goal line, to the end zone and in. Touchdown, Jalen Camp and Georgia Tech. The wreck is in the end zone.
There are quarterbacks in this league that just have nightmares about these blitzes that Randy Bates sends their way, and they still haven't figured it out, and they still haven't figured out how to relax and how to deliver this football like Jeff Sims has many times here tonight with that blitz. Just coming down on them, and they'll go for 2 here and try to make it an 8-point game.
Sims tried a little misdirection. Now they throw it to the end zone and in. A flag is out. A flag came out as Sims was the receiver. The snap did not go to Sims. He went wide.
Pass interference. Offense number 1. 15-yard penalty. Replay the try.
Oh, they're calling pass interference on Marquez Azard, the transfer from Miami. Gosh, unless he grabs him, I wonder if we can. Boy, they're upset. And watching the angle that I saw, if he doesn't grab him, here he is right here. Let's see. Nah, I don't. Ah, man. He's in his way.
I think that was Camp, James, number 1.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
okay.
No problem.
So Jalen Camp. So here's your.
Still going to try it here. From the 12 after the catch. Camp trying to stiff arm. And so A.J. Woods pushes him out of bounds, and that ends the attempt for 2.
Plenty of football left.
Camp now with 5 catches, 97 yards. He just had that TD on that last drive for Georgia Tech. Here's Turner. Couldn't turn it into overdrive at about the 18. So Pickett's got the TD pass of 60 yards. 194 yards, 16 of 32. He's got a lot of help from his backs, especially Vincent Davis, who has hammered together a career night. The spotlight shining bright on a Thursday, and Davis has responded to the request.
Well, he certainly has, and I didn't even think that they needed to put on quite the show that Vincent Davis has done. Obviously, they'll take it, but just anything, something to give Kenny Pickett, make a defense fear the run, to think that they're going to run it on you, as opposed to just pinning their ears back and being able to tee off on the quarterback.
Hand off by Pickett. And that was Davis. Wow, that sets up an awesome 4th quarter ahead. 23-13 after the penalty. Pitt will have the ball when we come back to start the 4th. The halftime score was 16-7. Pitt had the lead, and now it's a 10-point lead, but Georgia Tech just scored a touchdown, and James, this is going to be a fantastic 4th.
Oh, it was. Well, hey, first night of Hanukkah, 8 crazy nights, and it's a crazy night starting here on Thursday night. I mean, we've had just about everything, all these turnovers, these big plays, Pitt's running the football again, and a goal line stand, and a couple of 4th and 1s at the goal line. It's certainly been fun so far through 3 quarters.
This is a game that was supposed to be played on November 14th, but credit to both programs to say, we want to play in Atlanta, and this is what they produced so far through 3 quarters.
Yeah, and look at the turnovers there by Georgia Tech, big time. And how about the time of possession? The Pitt Panthers able to run the football, so able to hold on to that football here tonight. But 10 points separate these two, and anything can happen, I would say, with these last 15 minutes.
Panthers way above their season average in rush yards of 100. 193 in a career night for Vincent Davis. Kenny Pickett, incomplete. That could have been a problem. Wanye Thomas was back there. They were looking for Jared Wayne. flag on the play.
Georgia Tech had 12 penalties, 111 yards against NC State. I don't know that there is there a flag? I don't know that there is. There's look at Pickett getting hit and a nice job. Oh, that's one you'd like to have back. Wanye Thomas had a chance to pick two guys actually, Trey Carpenter and Wanye Thomas.
James, there is no flag on the play.
111 yards of penalties last week, and they're adding up, stacking up here again tonight. Got to be careful.
DJ Turner trying to go around the end. Turner steps out of bounds inside the 35 of Georgia Tech.
So they had three Georgia Tech bodies right there to stop DJ Turner. DJ Turner's had a huge night here tonight. It's good to see for a senior to go out like this. The transfer from Maryland. And
just for the record, it was not King, but Carson Van Lin, number 59. The unsportsmanlike for Pitt. Just for the record, that's A.J. Davis. Allen on the stop. A.J. Davis, the senior from Lakeland, Florida. Part of a rushing attack that's over 200 yards tonight. 215. And now 217 after that last play. Pickett wants to toss it. Looking left. Knocked away. Flag is out. Receiver went out of bounds as well. That was Addison. And Derek Allen, who made the play defensively on the previous play, also involved here. And once again, there's a penalty marker. And I've said that way too much over the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Defense, number 18. 15-yard penalty.
So that is on Allen.
yeah, and he's going to get his hands on him. I mean, and what it is you've got to respect the speed of the freshman, and he falls for that double move, or what was it, an attempt at a double move, and he just runs him out of bounds because he's not going to be able to keep up with him, and Jordan Addison probably going to run right by him there.
Spinning down close to the 10 is Vincent Davis. Kenny Pickett. This is the last regular season game for the Panthers. Third game on the road in the last 4. And the 15th play of the drive. Second and goal. Handoff. Davis. Vincent Davis. He was shaken, not stirred on that play.
Yes, sir. And Jaquez Jackson, the junior, Peach County, Georgia.
Got about a yard, James. Ball down at the 10 now. 3rd and goal. Again, the Panthers 4 of 6 in the red zone. That's 3 field goals and a touchdown.
Well, and take care of the football. Most importantly right now. I mean, that's 10 yards to go if there's nothing there, and Kenny Pickett's done a really good job of that here in his senior year. So give yourself a chance.
7 of 15 on 3rd down. Dancing Davis to his left inside the 5 to the 4. And so Vincent Davis adds to his career high total tonight for the sophomore. And that should set up a Kessman field goal attempt. And he is 3 for 3 tonight, adding to his school record. Alex Kessman has 68 made field goals on 95 tries, and that's a school record. He has the school record for the longest field goal of 58 yards, which he hit against Boston College, and this is 22 yards away. Kessman to go 4 for 4, and he's done it. Another field goal for Alex Kessman. 26-13. The Pitt lead in the 4th here in Atlanta in the ACC.
We'll let this play go, finish up that thought. But
Griffin broke a tackle or two to the 40. Jemias Griffin on the run for Georgia Tech. 35 yards and the play that they needed.
Wow, go way back to that UCF game, and Griffin, the sophomore out of Rome, Georgia, was the leading rusher and showing you what he can do when he gets out in the open. But that's where they really miss Jahmyr Gibbs, is out in the open. He'd be running away from Pitt guys still right now.
Gibbs was injured in our game a couple of weeks ago against Duke. A win for Georgia Tech, 56-33. They put up 523 yards of total offense against the Blue Devils. Tonight it's around 250 against this Pitt defense, which ranks a little bit higher in those conference rankings statistically, defensively, as compared with the Duke program. That was a big second half for Georgia Tech to get the victory. This pass is incomplete near the 32-yard line. P.J. Harris. And there's Gibbs, unfortunately not available to go after the injury late in the first half against Duke.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. He's explosive, and then when he gets out, he's got a little power to him for a freshman, but most of all, he's just got top-end speed. What are the Jackets going to do on 3rd down and 8, trailing by 13 now?
86 total rushing yards in the game for Georgia Tech. They posted 638 on the ground in the previous 2 games leading up to tonight. Little play fake at the 30, and that bounces free and incomplete. That was Harris. Couldn't hang on. Phil Campbell defensively. And we're just waiting for Sims to maybe break off that run, James, where he just kind of glides like we talked about in the open, you know, when he has a chance.
Well, that's one thing, too, that Randy Bates' defense has done another good job of. Is all year long they've been good against dual threat quarterbacks. They keep him bottled up, and what they do is they're disciplined in these rush lanes as they're showing blitz walking up, and they'll back out right now.
Yep, they're best in the conference against the rush. Little shovel forward inside the 30 and down the sideline. Jahmyr Griffin. He's doing the heavy lifting on this drive. Good enough for a first down for Georgia Tech.
Wow, absolutely. And here's Jeff Sims. They're going to back him out of the blitz and bring 4. They show 6. He gets up just past that first wave of rushers and then off to Griffin. And Griffin, first down and a little bit more. Huge play on 4th down to keep him moving.
16 yards on the play from the 22. Trying to break free up the middle. Griffin again. He got 4. So they're into the red zone with the ball on the 18-yard line. 1 for 1 in the red zone. That was the short TD run from Sims from about a yard away. Wants to throw it. Gets away from pressure. Throws it on the run. Down the goal line. And in for the touchdown. Dylan Devaney, the grab for Georgia Tech. And the score.
Jeff Sims doesn't panic. He's been hit. He's been sacked so many times tonight. They're in his face again. He extends the play and gets Dylan Devaney. Gives him time there in that end zone to find some space. He got a ball game, 1 possession away from possibly taking the lead. A little bit of a hold there, no flag, no foul, but there is 7 points for the Jackets, and boy, did they ever need it. 6:01 left to play.
The ACC in the ATL on a Thursday night, and Georgia Tech has just made it a 6-point game. Dylan Devaney, first career TD reception, 18 yards from Jeff Sims, his second TD toss of the night. It's 26-20, and just like that, a football game with 6:01 to go in the 4th.
Yeah, and Pitt lined up to defend, expecting an onside kick, and plenty of time with 3 timeouts, but it goes without saying, the defense has got to get a stop, and it starts with Kenny Pickett. I beg your pardon, Curry's back out there with his wrist wrapped up, baby.
Of course he is. Would you expect anything less? This is Turner trying to go around the corner. And Curry was in on the play. He had the initial contact. at the point of attack as Turner tried to bust it upfield.
Well, he's still upset. He's upset with himself this time because he slipped off of that tackle. Would have been a dozen unofficially for the night.
See, he's got that right hand heavily taped. Back-to-back 12 tackle games in the previous 2 for Georgia Tech. A win against Duke and a loss at NC State last Saturday, 23-13. First down, Vincent Davis. I think he went into a slide at the tail end of the play.
Wow, and smart too. They'll move these chains and stop the clock while they do that, but then they'll run it. And look at him, just not running out of bounds. Oh, that's a heads-up ball play.
8 yards, James, and the patience to wait and see what was available.
Well, look at it. I mean, look at the time that is going to chew off of this clock. The first down, and they'll let it tick all the way down before they snap that football. Georgia Tech still with the 3 timeouts. There's Davis's numbers, the 19.
Goodness gracious, robust numbers tonight and a career high in yardage for Davis. We'll have him try to do it again. Runs into the Georgia Tech roadblock. Couldn't get past the checkpoint. Owens in there. Senior from Tallahassee. David Curry. He's going to get as much airtime as he can possibly muster here in what might be his farewell. Could be another game in their future.
Yep.
But there will be that game against Miami, certainly. And you hope he's healthy enough to play in that game.
This is last game at Bobby Dodd, regardless, and he said, I ain't going out like that.
Absolutely, James. They've won 2 in a row against the Canes as well. Canes are part of those college football playoff rankings. Wow. The middle. 5-yard line and more. First down. Up to about the 49. And the train keeps a rolling.
Little
Vincent
big man.
Davis.
The little big man. It was Bushwick Bill's, would have been his birthday this past week. R.I.P. They used to call him the little big man. Here's the little big man for Pitt football. Are you kidding me? Just taking bodies with him and moving those chains. He should have been stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Look at him finding a way. That's been impressive. Vincent Davis all night long from the very start.
Not that there's anything wrong with that. 199 yards rushing. Are you kidding? 21 carries? James, who could have predicted this tonight? Sometimes you just get in the zone. You find a spot. He's gone over 200 yards rushing. And he moves the pile again. Close to first down yardage.
He's going to force Georgia Tech to start using some of these timeouts, just in running that football as opposed to trying to throw it around.
So Davis has gone over 200 yards, James. Pittsburgh did not have a 100-yard rusher this season until Davis did it tonight, and now he's eclipsed 200 yards. And again, he started with the 74-yarder. That resulted in 3 points. Almost took it all the way, got forced out at the 10-yard line. Vincent Davis, again, 5'8", 175. Left side, Vincent Davis, he'll take it the distance. Touchdown Pitt, 38 yards on the run from Davis.
Well over 200 yards, but this is first time into the end zone tonight. Untouched.
James, are you ready for this? I don't know if you're ready for this.
With that chest bump?
20. Well, that was good, too.
Yep.
25 carries. 247 yards. I'm out of breath just saying this. And then the touchdown of 38 yards. 2-point conversion attempt. Pitt. Down at the goal line, they got it. DJ Turner. DJ Turner on the 2-point conversion. Vincent Davis, the sophomore from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Toting the rock for Pat Narduzzi.
And way back win from the giddy-up, 74 yards to the house to start this thing. And look at the guys. You know, Bryce Hargrove, I cannot say enough about the left side of that line. And it's not just Hargrove, but it's at the tackle, Gonzalez, who earned a spot there to start and to play all night long. I mean, that left side has been dominant, and they've been taking advantage of it. Look, this side, they go right back over there and just blow open a great big hole. First touchdown of the night, 422. Trying to get another flag. Why not? Why not? You know, Tom, the sad thing is about this, and hey, it's not for me to, or anybody really outside of Pitt's locker room or the houses, the families of these kids that chose. Personal reasons are what we're being told, but you know, a couple guys that didn't make this trip, and those personal reasons, choosing not to come and play this last game, and I understand, but at the same time, to go on the road as seniors to somebody else's house and to be able to celebrate with your guys, be able to go into that locker room, there's zero normalcy all year long, and the one time you talk to these coaches, the one time that they feel like football players again, it is when they're celebrating a win in the locker room. They tell us that they don't want to leave. They don't want to go get on those buses because it's back to the protocol of the masks and not sitting next to each other. And gosh, you wish that everybody could experience that.
For Sims at the 45, and what a grab. Top of the leap, Malachi Carter. I'll tell you what, Georgia Tech is not about to quit.
Yeah, there's the end of it. Excellent grab and securing the football.
Sims escapes the clutches of a couple of defenders and runs out of bounds near that 35-yard line.
Oh, right back on the horse, Sims in this offense, trying to go down and put it in the end zone. And
so that was 10 yards and a first down, 1:41 on the clock. Georgia Tech has used up all of its timeouts. They had closed the gap to 6. Sims got hit after the release, complete near the 25. That is also Malachi Carter.
Wow, and it's a great job by Carter to not only go up high and get that ball, but to tap that toe before going out of bounds. Two big hookups from Sims to Malachi Carter on this drive here.
Sims has to step up, and he got dropped. He got hit by Alexander. He got toppled.
Well, and it's Alexander stepping in with Rashad Weaver out. He started for him all last year. Just brings the wood. I mean, just smack as Jeff Sims steps up there.
Sims makes the decision, the release and catch. Malachi Carter, he gets spun back. And now finally taken off his pins.
They got to get up over the football right now. No timeouts left.
James inside of a minute now.
They do a good job of that. They're ready to go.
So 3rd and 6. 3 catches for Carter. Sims looks, floats it down there to 5, and it's over the fingertips of the intended receiver. Dylan Leonard, number 80, and looks like Sims a little bit shaken up behind the play.
How many fingers am I holding up? 4-0-4?
Let's hope he's okay as he gets escorted to the sideline. Chase Pine was the player that hit Sims, and it was really that secondary snap after the contact, and good to see that he's at least walking up under his own strength to the sideline. Pine got him around the waist and took him down. So Jordan Yates coming in for Sims. Yates is a redshirt freshman, Alpharetta, Georgia. But this is 4th and 6. Yates has to come through. This pass complete inside the 15. Jerry Howard. They got it, James.
Yep.
Now they don't have any timeouts, and there's 34 seconds on the game clock. And he will spike this one.
Well, nice job. And I mean, there have been so many of these Yellow Jackets throughout the year, and especially you go back last weekend, not just Yates, but as Georgia Tech now goes 3 of 3 on 4th down after that one, but you know, just stepping in, filling in. Charlie Thomas comes to mind defensively last week. Asked to go play defensive end for the first time in his career and did a fine job. So Jeff Sims, as they tend to him over on the sidelines, hopefully he's okay, but it's up to Yates. He does a pretty good job on his first stab at it.
He'd only thrown 5 passes prior to that. There's another one under the 8-yard line. And the hit made on Sanders.
Tough one, and a good hit for Pittsburgh because this clock's going to keep running.
Woods hit him. Strange looking play. Did he fake the spike?
He did.
And then throw it to the front corner of the end zone to Jalen Camp?
Yeah.
I think coach wants a flag. So Woods was on Camp in coverage.
There's the fake spike. And how about Yates putting it up there? Is it a catchable ball? Yeah, that's a catchable ball. If he can come back to that ball, but he's being held.
Fisher was right on top of it, James. Coach Collins, not thrilled.
It was a nice little play, though, for a guy coming in, just throwing his 3rd pass of the day.
Another 4th down. There's whistles. 4th and 6 from the 9. Yates. End zone. Incomplete. That's Jalen Camp. It was Woods and Camp again going one-on-one. And that was 4th down for Georgia Tech.
Well, he gave him a chance, didn't he? It was good coverage. And Yates puts it out there for him, a little back shoulder. And he had a chance, but A.J. Woods doing a good job of staying right there on him and denying it. Good play by the sophomore. And the way this game had it all.
So neither team with the timeout. Should be just one last snap. Kenny Pickett takes a knee, and the clock is going to run out. That's 3 wins in a row in the series, and what a night for that young man. Vincent Davis, 25 carries, 247 yards, and a touchdown. And we're going to effort an interview with Davis.
Oh.
Well, so that's Coach Narduzzi shaking some hands. James, I looked up and caught the tail end. It's a bit of a look away.
A bit?
Yeah, I mean, I understand the emotion involved, believe me. And these 2 teams played their hearts out, including number 6 for Georgia Tech. I understand what this game tonight was all about. Seniors for Georgia Tech, and you know how badly Coach Collins wanted to send those guys off with a victory. They do have one more game to go at Miami next week, and that's the end of the season for Pitt and Pat Narduzzi. All right, James, our final score tonight from Atlanta, 34-20 on a career night for Vincent Davis, and the Panthers win it. For James Bates, Abby LeBar, and the rest of our terrific production team, I'm Tom Lumley saying good night from Georgia. 34-20 is the final, and the Panthers win their last game of the season. One more to go for the Yellow Jackets. We thank you for watching ACC football in the ATL.